Happy Holidays rather than Merry Christmas could land you on his naughty list. Reverend Robert Jeffress created the website GrinchAlert.com. He's also the senior pastor at the First Baptist Church of Dallas, and he joins us now live from Dallas. Pastor Jeffress, good to talk to you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, John, for having me.
So what inspired you to create this website and the naughty and nice list?
Well, you know, every year people bemoan the war on Christmas, and I thought, let's do something positive about it. So we created this website, GrinchAlert.com. It allows people to go on our website, and if they've encountered a business that shuns Christmas, they can talk about it and put that business on the naughty list. But if they find a business that celebrates Christmas, they can put them on the nice list. And it's just a fun way to say to businesses and organizations, you don't have to bow to political correctness. It's okay to say Merry Christmas.
Right. Now, businesses, of course, cater to clientele across the religious spectrum. Can you blame a business for wanting to be a little more generic in its seasonal greeting as opposed to saying Merry Christmas? You say Happy Holidays, wanting to not leave anyone out.
Well, you know, a recent consumer magazine showed that 91% of Americans celebrate Christmas. So in many ways, John, it's the most inclusive thing a person can say. But we certainly recognize that there are many different faith traditions out there, and that's wonderful. But we also recognize historically there's something unique about Christ's entry into the world at Christmas. After all, think about it. For 1,200 years, we have measured time, our calendars, in terms of the birth of Christ. 2010 A.D., the year of our Lord. And I say to people, John, you know, when Dr. Seuss wrote his book, it wasn't how the Grinch stole Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or some generic happy holiday. It's how the Grinch stole Christmas. Even Dr. Seuss recognized there's something unique about Christmas.
Now, Pastor Jeffress, you said that you wanted this to be fun, but some people think it's a little less than fun. You're getting an awful lot of blowback on this. A local rabbi in your area, Jeffrey Dennis, says this, quote, rather than honoring Christmas, this kind of campaign feels meant to remind me and people like me we are second-best members of this society. I realize every movement needs an issue to rally around. How about love your neighbor as yourself? What do you say to the rabbi?
Well, I would say we're not trying to make anybody feel like a second-class citizen. In fact, if I went into a business that was owned by a person of the Jewish faith, and if that person said to me, Happy Hanukkah, I wouldn't be offended at all. In fact, I would respect that person for not going to the generic, PC-correct Happy Holiday, but embracing their faith.
All right, which then brings about the point that if people are going into these businesses and they see that there's not a Christmas tree or there's a sign up that says Happy Holidays as opposed to Merry Christmas, or the staff says Merry Christmas, and maybe they're not Christian, does your website account for that?
No, and let me make it clear, John, First Baptist Church Dallas is not the one making the list. It's individuals who go to the website who determine who's on the naughty or nice list. We're just providing the paper.
Right, but you've made it available. I know that you wanted this
made it available.
I know that you wanted this to be a positive movement, but what if businesses who are on the naughty list lose customers? And you've got a very powerful congregation there, 13,000 people strong. I mean, you could actually affect the local economy there. Would it be a good idea to affect people's business at this season, which can be make or break for some businesses and in this economic climate?
John, let me make it clear, we have never even hinted of a boycott. In fact, there's a restaurant on the naughty list right now, a Mexican restaurant that our family goes to every week. We'll continue to go there, even though I'll probably check my enchiladas a little more carefully.
Hey, actually, let me, if I could, just bring that up, because I think we're talking about the same restaurant here. There were two entities that come forward, at least, to say that these claims against them are inaccurate. One of them is the Crowley City Hall. They had a Happy Holidays sign up there, but they point out, hey, we just auctioned off 9 fully decorated Christmas trees for charity last week. Why are you dinging us? And then is it the Micachina restaurant that we're talking about here in South Lake?
That's right. And
okay.
That's right. And they also got put on the nice list as well.
Okay.
Again, John, these are individuals who are going in and saying, you know, I disagree with that characterization of that business because I had a different experience. We're just providing the forum for people to discuss this whole issue.
Gosh, if I could just talk about Micachina again for a second. We had the graphic up there. They say that they're unfairly being targeted. The staff is instructed to say Happy Holidays, but they point out that they feed 600 children every year at their Snowball Express, which is for the children of fallen warriors. So for somebody to put them on a naughty list seems a little incongruous.
Well, and again, that's everybody's right of free speech and free expression. But I said actually to one of the owners of Micachina who called me, he said, you know, I'm a Christian and we do all of these wonderful things in the name of Christ. And I said, well, why don't you say Merry Christmas then? And there really wasn't an answer.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll see where this goes. It's certainly interesting and is provoking a lot of discussion there in Dallas. Reverend Robert Jeffers of the First Baptist Church. Good to talk to you this morning. Thanks.